WEF has set an authoritative goal to limit 76% of cars by 2050 globally. The World Economic Forum, or WEF, is meeting again in China with the goal of more restrictions for limiting private car ownership by 76% by 2050. This is no joke. They have a plan, and they will use their power to make it a reality as soon as they can. The WEF has their fingers in governments globally and plans to limit your freedom of mobility, and you will be forced to comply. You'll understand why I'm so fired up in just a moment. In a push to counter the climate change, the World Economic Forum, under the leadership of its founder and executive chairperson, Klaus Schwab, has proposed a comprehensive plan aiming to limit 76% of private cars by 2050. Now, this objective is part of WEF's broader vision for a sustainable and low-carbon future, as they outlined in the Urban Mobility Scorecard Tool, benchmarking the transition to sustainable urban mobility in collaboration with Visa from May of 2023. That is their name for the title of the report. I'm sure you are frustrated and even angry that they fly in their private jets with their private cars, with their private drivers that are gas-powered, but they don't want you to own a car. Well, there's much more, but first I want to remind you to subscribe and click that little bell for notifications so you don't miss anything. We give you more than car reviews and first looks of new vehicles. We give you car smarts, because knowledge is power. According to WEF's recent published white paper, by 2050, people are likely to travel twice as much within the cities as they do now. If people don't change anything, this would mean that 286 million cars in the United States and globally 2.1 billion cars, buses, and other vehicles on the road will emit 4.6 billion tons of carbon dioxide. The World Economic Forum suggests if we can get more people using shared transportation, like public buses or ride shares, and if we can switch to electric cars and self-driving cars, we could bring the number of vehicles down to just 500 million by 2050. That would dramatically reduce our carbon emissions by 80%. Now, this reduction from 2.1 billion vehicles on the road to 500 million vehicles is a decrease of 1.6 billion vehicles. So that would be a reduction of vehicles of about 76.19%, or 57.2 million cars in the US alone. Just think about all the jobs that would be lost. But beyond that, and moreover, WEF stated that switching to electric vehicles isn't enough to achieve those benefits. People need to combine it with more use of shared transportation and changes to how cities are designed. Now, this means making cities more compact and easier to get around by walking or biking and prioritizing public and shared transportation. But this is under the assumption that public and alternative forms of transportation can actually be built and want to actually be used by the public. I bet everyone can't wait until they own nothing and be happy. This is the World Economic Forum's adopted slogan. This push dovetails with the desire to create 15-minute cities, where everything is provided within a 15-minute distance from your front door. We covered this in a previous episode. You can check that out here. What's funny is that, at least for now, even those who are most supportive of the plan do not seem particularly thrilled about some that are calling this dystopian vision of the future. The World Economic Forum, while I'm sure has altruistic intent, have no place in telling us how to live our lives. We don't tell them what to do with their money. I'm sure you're saying this is not possible. However, the World Economic Forum recently ran a trial in its Urban Mobility Scorecard Tool and chose Buenos Aires, Argentina, and Costa Rica and Singapore as their trial cities. The white paper by the World Economic Forum states, in quote, "Containing the growth of private car use by boosting public transport, cycling, and shared mobility services is a major ambition area for Buenos Aires. The capital of Argentina is seeking to enhance sustainable mobility to keep people moving while offering more connected integrated transport. The city is also embracing new solutions to reduce private car dependency and provide a well-integrated multimodal transportation system." And this is according to the WEF. Journalist Tim Hinchcliffe, editor of The Sociable, pointed out that the Urban Mobility Scorecard Tool white paper gives further credence to World Economic Forum's prediction that by 2030, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. If you have any comments or questions, I'm sure you have some good ones because you did last time we did something on this. I'll be happy to answer them and get into the conversation. You can support me by buying me a cup of coffee. The link for that is in the description, plus all the links for our website, social media, the book, and the podcast. I'm Lauren Fix. Thank you so much for watching.